All right, hey guys, this is just this is Steven here with the Ginger Snaps. Um, I realized my brother he had gotten two other jerseys, but he's had them for a while now. So he brought them all here, with the exception of 49, which he just recently did with me or notified with me that 49 was the first to have these exclusive jerseys. So now that he's got 50 to 54. I'm looking at all of them and I have like my own personal favorites and my least and favorites. So I'm just gonna go ahead. But before I do that, if you just come up and see that all these jerseys, this one here, this is a stitch. This one here, that's a stitch. This is the only one that's heat pressed. And that really like after looking at it for a while now, it's kind of like it's really bad. This one obviously is stitched, but as you can see, I had to put a light here just because of the fact that it's so damn dark. Like you can barely see the Super Bowl logo, the Super Bowl name. And then of course this one is just you guys already know that one. So gradually we're gonna be flipping these over here just to show off the Super Bowl patch. I still love 50s. 50s is like the most recent one that's nice. It's such a nice freaking patch, and I can't stress how much I really wanted the Steelers to go to the Super Bowl that year because it's such a nice patch. Then we'll go to this one here. This is obviously the front of the jerseys, as you can tell. This is obviously Super Bowl 51. This is every Atlanta Falcons fan's least favorite Super Bowl. Justin can vouch for that, of course. Then we got here Super Bowl 52. This is where now they just started getting freaking lazy. So now all the Super Bowls started having essentially the same freaking color. It was always so unique to have a different colored tone Super Bowl. So we got that one there, which is a darker blue. We actually had our own little theories on why they're certain colors. So there's that. And of course, we're going to have that in a little bit of a slant there. But yeah, Super Bowl 54. So what I'm going to be doing here and what my brother's going to be doing real quick is also judging which ones is our least favorite and which ones is our most favorite. So what I'm going to do here is say right off the bat, I'm going from worst to least. So least favorite is 52, just because the whole heat press thing, I don't like that. And then the material itself, I said it's not bad, but then after a second glance on it and a second feel for it, it feels like the kind of shirts you get from Wish. So yeah, it's just a slippery type of fabric, and I don't really like this. Now, my second least favorite jersey in this whole thing is going to be the 53, just because of the simple fact that it is way too freaking dark. They mixed two different tones of gray. I don't like that. And of course, as we all know, when it comes to the back of the jersey, you can barely read the Super Bowl name. You can barely read it. Unless you put some light on it, then yeah, maybe you could read it. But other than that, you can't really read it at all. That's what really hurts it there. So then, all right, so now it's the top three. Top three. I'm going to have to go with this one just because of the material of the jersey itself. Like, this is number 3 for me. Like, I really like this material. This is the type of material that the football players actually use. So Nike did a good job on here. I still don't understand with this whole picture thing with that, but I get it. It's in Miami. So that's okay for there. Now we're going to the final two. So when it comes to the top two, I'm just going to go with number 1. What's my favorite of the number 1? And that's simply just because I really like it. 50 is number 1 for me. That leaves 51 being number 2. So the reason why they're number 2 and number 1, this one obviously is going to be number 2 for me. I do like that it's a certain gray. I actually don't mind the fact that this has a logo to it. of where it was, Houston, Texas, and it's just that Super Bowl patch is actually pretty decent. It's just it really like if you stand here visually and look at all these jerseys, you have 50, and then you have a circle, and then 52, 53, 54. So this one's like the oddball. This makes no damn sense, but I get it. It's like it's one of those unique ones where it comes with a special logo to it. Of course, the number font on the backs. Also, this like I do like this one a lot when it comes to its number font on the back, but when it comes to the stitching, it's okay. It's just they use this hard material, so if this ends up bending really bad, that's gonna do some damage. But 50, of course, it's just my personal opinion. It's black and gold. I'm a Steelers fan, so I mean this looks really good. But I really like the material that you used for this jersey. I love the patch for it. And the fact that on the back, they had the Super Bowl, like the words are in black, this is in gold. I do like that. That's actually really nice. So now I'm going to hand this off to what my brother thinks of which is the ranking for it. Like, what does he like?
Okay, so for me personally, I was to go based on fonts alone, from best to worst. I would go 51
Being the best?
being the best.
Okay, so you're going...
I agree with 50 being 2, just because of the gold material. Based because of the fact that this is heat pressed and these two aren't, I'm going to say third is 53, fourth being 54. Again, I do like what they... Personally, my brother's not a fan of the flowers and everything because it was in Miami. I don't have an issue with it. However, my issue between these two, this is now, I have to tell you, this is not a fake jersey. These are all off the NFL shop.
Yeah, these are all off NFL shop. They're not fake jerseys from like
But when you
Alexa Express or whatever the fuck it's called.
Holding these products, you're holding the number and you're holding this one. They feel the same to some people, but to me personally, this feels cheap, flimsy. The number part, anyways, this one doesn't.
Oh, so okay, so I see what you're going with.
I would say this is third, fourth, fifth, just because of the fact that this is heat pressed. If this was stitched, this would be probably up third with these two. I don't like the whole heat pressed.
Yeah, but now you're going with, when it comes to the design of the jersey altogether, what do you rank it as? Like, it doesn't help that you don't have 49, because I think 49 was, like, a really good, decent jersey.
If I was to go based on design alone, I would literally just change these two, and I would do it, like, best to worst.
So, you think that, yeah, so you're the same with me here. You think 52s is the worst. 53s is second worst. Okay. Then you went this one, and then, so it's essentially the same way. We both ranked it the same.
Yeah. I like the black. I like the color. I just don't like the whole heat pressed.
Yeah.
This was not heat pressed. I would tell you right now, this would be up there with the top 3.
See, that's the thing that I brought up with the whole heat press thing, is the fact that because this looks like it's one of those fan access jerseys, that with the stitching here from the jersey, now that's heat pressed, it's creased in there in the number, so that fucking just ruins it. They should have just went with a actual patch itself. But yeah, other than that, like, these are actually not bad items. Like, for example, like, if you happen to have a bunch of friends who are going to a Super Bowl game and you decide, oh, well, my team's not in the Super Bowl, slap one of these on. They're actually not bad jerseys. I mean, like, unless you have a team that happens to make it to the Super Bowl, hence you fucking Patriots fans. But other than that, these jerseys are actually not bad looking. I hope they do continue with them. I'm curious on what 55s is going to look like, even though, now this is coming from a hockey fan's perspective, 50 and the numbers in the 50s are the ugliest fucking numbers to own on a jersey. Unless you're 51, because, I mean, like, 51 is 15 backwards. But anywho, that's pretty much it for that. I will check you guys out later.